Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Made with Love. My name is Heather, and today I want to make something that I've seen people making for the past year, a year and a half or so, and it is the nice little flower bouquet. Oops, just about broke this. And the nice vase, and you can go with the white rocks or not, and of course the clear glue to look like water. I like the idea of having the white rocks. All my supplies were all bought from Dollar Tree or Dollarama. So my little peony bouquet was $3 for the set of three, and this is what started it with me wanting to make this craft. And I went searching to the Dollar Tree, and I couldn't find any of their nice white rocks. So I ended up paying $4 for this big container. I don't even know if it says how much it weighs. No, it just says jar of pebbles. So, and I got the white ones. That was $4. And I had a nice vase I wanted to work with, but I just can't seem to find it. I may have used it in another project, or I may have broken it or donated it in the past 2 years. But I was at Dollarama, and this was a $3.75 for this one. So it is clear with the butterflies, but it's that iridescent. So as you turn it different, you get the different colors coming through, which I thought was a nice little piece because I can sit it somewhere, and with all my windows, the different windows, when the sun hits at different angles, it's going to make the color look different depending on where you're sitting and where I have this. I am using clear Elmer's glue. I'm not a big fan of like going out and buying name brand stuff, but I was at Dollarama the other day, and this was the only glue they had. So this was $3.50 or $3.75, and it's the 266 mils or 9 fluid ounces. I just didn't feel like making a trip to Walmart. I know I could probably get it cheaper at Walmart or something, but they didn't have their brand or the other cheaper brand of clear glue. Even Dollar Tree had no school glue the last time I was there, not even the regular white stuff. So it's just a tricky thing to always be able to find. And I've got my glue gun and scissors. So first thing I'm going to do is, while I'm waiting for my glue gun to heat, because I forgot to turn the power bar on, I'm just going to cut my tag off here. I'm going to move the camera down. So I kind of already bent these just so I would know how high up I want them. I want them to come just above the edge of the lip of the container. I don't want them too high. Now I will show if I unbend it. They stand, oops, that's not going to work now, because if I unbend it, they stand like that high. So I bent it to where I thought was a good height. And so then the way they're not bent perfectly at the same exact height, because I don't want my flowers to be at the exact same height. So I'm just going to snip this off if I can. Just bend it to get this wire to snap. If I can't get this to work, then I'll have to get my pliers. I have to say, this is actually, on here pretty good. This little green floral wire here is, okay, I think I'm going to have to get that one got off. This one, these two, I can't seem to get. Let me just see. Bend it now. There, that one. This one just kind of makes some score lines around it, and then there. Now I've cut it off. I'm going to cut this little, whatever they're using here to hold it in place, like something like a raffia type thing, which does look nice, but it's not the style I'm looking for. Oh, and it looks like it's also got something else holding it together as well. What do they use? Oh, an actual zip tie holding these together as well. Okay. I may not be able to get these to come apart. Okay, there. Take one out, and then I can get them all out separately. There we go. Got the zip tie undone. So now they are cut at different heights. And the way they have that all, the way that was all zip tied has kind of wrecked them. That's okay. So I'm going to take my sticker off the bottom of the jar. I'm just waiting for my glue gun to heat up. So I'm just going to go take the label off the bottom of the jar, and then I'll be right back ready to glue because I'm still waiting for the glue gun to heat up as well. Okay, so here are the little peonies sitting here on my coffee table. They didn't take as long to make as I thought they would, so I'm going to go back into the craft room and I'm going to make a second floral today. Okay, so I am back. So now what I wanted to try was, I've seen people taking these hurricane vases and wrapping them with faux leather. So I've got this faux leather placemat. But I want it to kind of have that look. It kind of looks like a halter top kind of a thing, or a corset where you've got the ribbon running through it. So I'm going to poke holes. So I'm going to measure this. So then I will have a space, probably about ½ an inch or so, like a thumb width or space, between the two ends, and then I'll punch holes all the way down both sides, and then I'm trying to find the white ribbon, because I thought the white ribbon would give the nicest contrast. Oh, excuse me. But sorry about that. I couldn't find my white ribbon, and I was just looking through my other ribbon, and then I found this one, and it's shiny. And I think it's perfect for going into Easter, because then I can have this out for now for spring right through Easter, and maybe right into the summer. So I won't have to change this out for a while. So that's what I'm going to do. So first of all, I gotta see how much of this I need. To about just trying to do this. Sometimes, you know, you've got an idea and you think you can do it, and then it just isn't quite as easy as you think it's going to be. So I want it to go here, but I want a space. So maybe about here. I can always trim this. I will trim this down a little bit more. I just wanted to get an approximate size so I can see that I will have a gap. And I won't have much of a gap, but that's okay because I will trim this down. Now the thing about this that I forgot until just now is this placemat, the way it's made, it's almost like two pieces. Well, it is two pieces just stitched together. I will say sometimes I totally forget about this one being this way. And of course it doesn't want to rip off easily, so I'm just going to cut this because I just ripped it funny. I'm just going to cut right off the... I didn't want to do that. I was trying to save so I can get both pieces, but that wasn't going to work because the way it just started ripping on me. nice chunk. Got a little rip out of that. That's okay. I'm just going to snip this off. Snip this little stuff here off. Okay, now if I roll this up, like I said, I want a space. Maybe I want a larger space. So I really want to be able to see the lace ribbons. Maybe I will cut to there. I'm leaving a lot bigger gap than I wanted, or I thought I wanted, but I think I like that better. It's going to be almost an inch now. Instead of like half an inch, I've now got a full inch. And then, let's see. I'm going to get a ruler and draw the lines and cut this out a lot straighter than if I just try to freehand it. Because I just don't want to go down any smaller than it already is. So I'm making it 7 inches high. Well, that didn't quite work because my line's not straight. What did I do? Seven inches there. And now it didn't go straight. 7 inch here. And from there to there. There. That's straight. I notice the bottom isn't straight, so I'm just going to even off the bottom here. I'm going to make sure that's pretty straight, and just going to straighten this out a bit. So I got my chunk of faux leather around the vase, like that. Now just figure out the placement of the holes. Let's see. I'm just going to grab a marker so I can actually see it. A little bit easier than the pencil. And let's see, how many X's do I want to make? I don't think I want to do 4 X's. So I need to make 4 holes evenly spaced. I'm halfway. I can't. I think I have to go to centimeters. Okay. I have to go into centimeters. I can't do inches. It's just a little tricky. So it's 18 centimeters, which half is 9, and then half of 9 is 4.5. And 9 plus 4.5 is 13.5. So I'm going to make 3. I guess I'll make 3. I want a 4. Let's see. And then I'm going to put my dots in the middle of each one of those lines. Okay, so 4. Okay, I've got my 4 on here. So I'll flip it over, flip this over. So I've got my 4 marks. So I'll tell you how far apart they are. So I've got them marked. It doesn't quite work. I don't know. I'm gonna make sure I got them marked at the same, so they'll be at, let's say this first one's at 1.5, and then the next one's 6. I think I messed up somewhere. Okay, well, I've got my marks. I will remeasure that before I cut, because I got to stop and just make sure I got this lined up right. Measure, make sure I got like it's okay. So I've got my marks figured out. So now I'm just going to grab my hole punch and I'm just going to punch those 4 holes out. So where I put my hole puncher. This is what happens when you redo the craft room a few times. Just got my little cheap hole puncher from the dollar store. I don't expect it to really go through, but it did. So I got my one side punched. And then what I'm going to do to make it easier is I'm just going to fold this in half. And I'm just going to re-punch this other side exactly right where that one is. So I know everything will be lined up. There we go. I've got it's all punched out on both sides. Now to keep this straight, I am going to put one strip of hot glue right down the center of my vase. Just so I can have this sitting here just so it's straight for me while I do this. And then I'm going to put one strip of hot glue. There, just on the, just so it's holding the thing together for me. And one strip just right down here, just so I've got 3 strips of hot glue, just kind of holding it, the vase just a little more still for me, and just holding this on the vase, so then I've got a little bit easier to work with, like that. And it's easy to remove the hot glue when it's just a small little strip. I may or may not remove the hot glue, but I might. All this fluffy stuff from the, oops. That's okay, I will clean that up in a little bit. I don't know how much ribbon I'm going to need. I'm going to start at the bottom here. I've got to hold this down here just so I can get my ribbon even. There. And I'm just going to do this the way you do shoelaces. I know I've got more ribbon cut than I need, but that's okay. I'd rather have more than not enough. Just trying to get this ribbon to go through nicely, and I've got it already tangled on. And now I'm just gonna tie it up. Flip it over and see what I've got. I just gotta fix this bow here. It's a little crooked, which is what happens when you're tying upside down. So I've got it going the wrong way. There. I'm just going to trim these extra ends off a little. I'm going to see if I can do the dovetail. So I've dovetailed the ends, and I'm just going to stick some florals in here, and I'll show you what these look like too. All right, so these are the new florals that I had bought. I did buy some more of these lavender bunches. I bought 2 more of the light purple and 2 more of the dark purple to fill in my other vase because I felt it needed some more height and width to it. And then these I also gotten. So those ones were lavender. These ones are also a lavender bush, and these were $1.50 at Dollarama. They had it in the pink, purple, yellow, and white. So I bought 1 of each. I also bought these Easter picks. These were also $1.50 at Dollarama. So they've got the eggs in it. So I've got some with the, I don't know, one's like a pink, one like, I don't know if it's a pink or a purple kind of. One's a blue, white, and then 2 kind of different shades of yellow. Like one's a yellow, one's a more of a greenish yellow. So I'm just gonna go and clip all these tags off of these now. And a few of mine are missing the little eggs. There's supposed to be 5 eggs on each one of these little picks. I thought we had counted when we were at the store. Told my daughter to make sure they all had their eggs on it, and we had them lined up on the floor. We were counting. I noticed that this white, was it white one? Yeah, the white one is missing 1. And I think, this purple one here is also missing 1. So these 2 only have 4. All the other ones have 5. So I don't know what happened. I'd have to check and see. They could be, in my car, or we were walking through the mall. Very easy to, walking through the stores to lose them, or you're trying to make sure you don't lose any, and you're trying to count and make a mistake anyways trying to count. So they're missing, like I said, so I'm missing a couple of them. It's not a big deal. I really try hard not to lose any. If you're buying picks, try to make sure all the florals are on the picks. Like I said, I'll have to check my car and see if they're in the car. I'll also check and see where I had these stored, because I just had them laying on top of my bucket of my other florals, which I still haven't even taken back downstairs yet. So I will just double check that. And if they're not here, that's, I've got lots of little Easter eggs. I can always add more little Easter eggs. So I'm going to put these ones in here. Now these are way too tall for this vase. But I don't like trimming my picks down because I do have a lot of tall vases. So I like to just to bend this up. And it's green, and so it kind of gives you some more, gives you some height. It gives you some width to them too. And it also just, it makes it easy if you want to push them in. Then you kind of like, you can see that I don't even have it all the way down to the bottom. It just sits right here. It's really close to the top. So that kind of helps hold them in place as well. but I just don't like to cut my stems off unless I have to. Like, there will be times when I do buy florals and stuff and I have a specific vase and they just, oh, see, look at that. One of these blue ones just popped off. I don't know where. Oh, right there. Oh, look at that. This other blue one's popping off. So it's probably around here somewhere. So I'm just going to quickly style this up. And like I said, the stems are green, the grass stuff here is green. It's, you know, nobody's really gonna notice if extra little piece of the stem sticks up. It's starting to look really Eastery. And then same with these lavender picks. I'm just gonna, you know what, I think I'm gonna take these ones out. I think that's a little too Eastery for today. I think I'm just gonna stick with just these lavender ones today. I don't really need the Easter eggs today. What if I got stuck to myself? Just gonna open these up a bit. I think the colors of these are really gonna make the color on the ribbon really stand out so much more. So now I'm just gonna, I'm not really styling these much, as you can see. I could spend a lot of time styling. I can cut these picks apart, but some of these I like to keep them whole and just stick them in and then just like that. And I'm just gonna go put this up on my side table and I'll be back and show you what they look like. Alright, so I've just decided to stick it here on this little end, little display table by my front door. And then there's the other one. I just stuck some other Easter picks in this one. They've got this one with the leaves that look like butterflies. So I stuck that one in the other day. Don't think I showed it when I had finished doing that one. But I do like this ribbon with these, with the colorful lavender. Okay, again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who's subscribing to my channels and watching my videos, and I'll see you in my next videos. Bye.